Hello, my friends. Thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. Today, let's find the natural number solutions to this inequality. Why not give a try, and we will come back soon. The form of this inequality is not that simple, so we need some tricks. What we can notice is that the difference between n-3 and n-2 is 1. The difference between n-6 and n-7 is also 1. We know that, if the difference between the denominators of two fractions is 1, the numerator of the difference between those two fractions is also 1. Then how can we get the difference between those fractions? We can move these terms. And now they become easy to address. On the left it is 1 over n-3 times n-2. On the right it is 1 over n-7 times n-6. A simple operation can transform all these fractions into integers, which is, multiplying both sides by the product of n-7, n-6, n-3, and n-2 at the same time. On the left side it becomes n-7 times n-6. And on the right it is n-3 times n-2. So the left side is the square of n-13 times n plus 42. The right side is the square of n-5 times n plus 6. Subtracting both sides by the square of n-13 times n plus 6, what we really need to compare is just between 36 and 8 times n. If we divide both by 8, then we just need to compare 4.5 and n. During these aforementioned operations, has the direction of the inequality sign changed? That depends on whether the product of those factors we just multiplied by is bigger or smaller than 0. The order of the four factors, n-7, n-6, n-3, and n-2, is very clear. But we don't know which of them are bigger or smaller than 0, so the key is to determine the position of 0. If 0 is smaller than all of these four factors, that is, n is bigger than 7. The product of the four factors is bigger than 0. So during the aforementioned operations, the direction of the inequality sign does not change. There is no number that is both bigger than 7 and smaller than 4.5, so there is no solution in this case. What about if 0 is between n-7 and n-6? Since the difference between n-7 and n-6 is exactly 1, there cannot be any natural number solution in this range. But it doesn't hurt if we just give a brief discussion anyway. Now, n is between 6 and 7, of course, it cannot be a natural number. The product of the four factors is smaller than 0. The direction of the inequality sign changes, and n is bigger than 4.5. So in this case, n can be any real number between 6 and 7, but unfortunately there is no natural number over there. The rest of the discussion is always in the same way. 0 is between n-6 and n-3. n is between 3 and 6. The product of the four factors is bigger than 0. And n is smaller than 4.5. Between 3 and 6, there is only one natural number that is smaller than 4.5, and that is 4. So n equal to 4 is the first solution we obtain. 0 is between n-3 and n-2. n is between 2 and 3. The product of the four factors is smaller than 0. And n is bigger than 4.5. There is not any number between 2 and 3 and bigger than 4.5 at the same time. 0 is bigger than n-2. n is smaller than 2. The product of the four factors is bigger than 0. And n is smaller than 4.5. Both smaller than 2 and smaller than 4.5. This is our second answer, n equals 1. Now we can check what each side of the original inequality equals, when n equals 4 and n equals 1 respectively. When n is equal to 4, we bring it into the left and get 1 over 2. Bring it into the right and get 1 over 6. Good. When n is equal to 1, the left side is equal to minus 7 over 10. And the right side is minus 7 over 6. Work again. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.